Welcome back to our another session of English. So here we are with our last session, and in which we are going to discuss about vocabulary related with first unit, vocabulary as well as grammar part. So under vocabulary we have fill in the blanks with the most appropriate words. So here we have given the fill in the blanks, the sentence which have to be filled with the words, and the words which have given in the blocks. First of all, going to fill the blocks, we have to know the meaning of the words which have given in the block. Okay, so children, just have a look over these words what have given on the board. Irritation, the meaning of irritation is annoying. Irritation means annoying. Huddled, held arms and legs close because of fear or cold. Huddled means held arms and legs close because of fear or cold. Awkwardly, uncomfortable. Awkwardly means uncomfortable. Fertile, fertile means unsuccessful. Fertile means unsuccessful. Exasperatedly, children, exasperatedly, very annoyed. Very annoyed. Next, mumbling. Mumbling, speaking unclearly. Mumbling means speaking unclearly. Vacation, vacation means holiday. Vacation, holiday. Reluctantly, reluctantly, not willing to do something. Reluctantly means not willing to do something. So children, totally 8 words have been given, and these are exactly new words, and for that also have given the meanings. So based on these meanings, you have to pick up the correct word and should fill in the blanks. So before going to fill in the blanks, we have to understand the complete sentence, and then we have to fix the word. All my attempts to make him happy proved fertile. All my attempts to make him happy proved fertile. Fertile means, children, fertile means unsuccessful. Fertile means what? Unsuccessful. Then, it was very cold, so I huddled in a corner. So before fixing the word or writing the correct word in the blank, you have to understand the sentence mark. So it was very cold, so I dashed in a corner. So it was due to cold, what happened? So she huddled in a corner. Huddled means seated closely, sat closely. Okay. Then third sentence, forced by her parents, Sita dashed to the diploma course. Forced by her parents, Sita dashed to the diploma course. Diploma course. So unwillingly. Unwillingly. The meaning for reluctantly is unwillingly. Okay, children. Next, what are you dash? I can't hear you. What are you dash? I can't hear you. So the word which is related with here is mumbling. Mumbling means which is not clear. Okay, ma. Mumbling means which is not clear. Now the last one. The news that he was denied promotion caused dash to him. Okay, children. The news that he was denied promotion caused dash to him. Denied means not accepted. So the promotion was not accepted, and then this news have got to be dashed to a particular person, and that is what it got irritation. It created an irritation. Okay. The news that he was denied promotion caused irritation to him. Okay, children. So here we have another part of vocabulary related with tick the words that are similar in meaning to the underlined words. Similar means same. Okay. So here, as you are familiar with the words and meanings of the unknown words like fertile, tattered, missed, noted, etc. So let us try to get the correct answer. Okay. So here first one is, his mother made a fertile attempt to get up. So fertile means people are aware with what is the meaning of fertile. Useless. Okay. So here the answer is useless. The options are given: barren, limited, useless and empty. So out of these 4 options we have the correct answer, correct option, and that is useless. Second one is, It's all tattered now. So children, you people are very aware of the word tattered in the very beginning of the lesson itself. So I hope you are aware. You are perfect in choosing the answer for this, and that is yes, torn. T-O-R-N, torn. Next, third one, there is a cold mist in the morning. Mist. Mist means it's not ice, it's not snow, it's a fog. Okay children, the meaning for mist is fog. Then it's just like a ball of knotted yarn. Now children, you people are familiar. Ball means what? How it is? It is in the shape of circle. Okay. Now here you are going to getting the similar answer, and what it is? Rounded tightly. What? Rounded tightly. Fifth one, I can't make both ends meet with my salary. Now here, what is the meaning of both and make both ends meet? So he is not able to provide food for the 2 times. And what we require? Here we need earn just enough money. So he is not able to earn just enough money to provide both ends meet. Okay children, so the correct answer is earn just enough money. Okay children, now we are here with our grammar part, and under grammar we have phrases and noun phrases. What children? Phrases and noun phrases. So look at the following sentence from the textbook and observe underlined part. So she saw a bald, fat, middle-aged man. So here the sentence is related with she saw a bald, fat, middle-aged man. So under discussion, let me explain you what is actually. Which word in the underlined part is important? The underlined part in the above sentence has more than one word. What are those? More than one word? A bald, fat, middle-aged man she saw. Okay. So the underlined part in the above sentence has more than one word. It is called a phrase. So children, the underlined part in the above sentence has more than one word, and it is called a phrase. The underlined part, a bald, fat, middle-aged man, functions as a noun phrase. How can we say it is a noun phrase? Here the word man is important, and all other words add more information to that word. So it is called a noun phrase. So here, before going to discuss about this word, noun phrases, let us see what are actually phrases. Okay children? So here, phrases, a phrase is a group of 2 or more words. This group can contain a noun or a verb, but not both. It can have a noun but no verb, or a verb but no noun. Okay children? So here, if a sentence occurs with the noun, it doesn't have a verb. Whereas the sentence having verb, it doesn't have a noun. Okay children? So now let us see how many types of phrases are there. So there are about 6 phrases. They are noun phrases, verb phrases, prepositional phrases, adjective phrases, participle phrases, possessive noun or pronoun phrases. So now children, in this sentence, let us see. The underlined part, a bald, fat, middle-aged man, functions as a noun phrase. How can we say it's a noun phrase? Yes, because the man who is existing in this sentence is being described with the qualities what he is having. What qualities he is having? Yes, a bald. Bald means the person who is not having a hair on his head is called a baldness. Okay. Fat and middle-aged. So here, these words are describing or showing the quality of that particular man. So that is why it is called as a noun phrase. Okay children. So here you can also focus on the textbook part. See, a bald. A is an article. Bald, fat and middle-aged. It's an adjective. Adjective means it shows the quality and quantity. And last word is related with a man, and it is a noun. So in this is called as a noun phrase because these all the words, all the adjectives are describing about the man. So it has become a noun phrase. So children, here you can see an exercise also given here. Complete the sentences with a noun phrase using the words given in a bracket. So here, I bought dash. So in the brackets it has been given beautiful A umbrella red. So here you have to make an arrangement, children. So how can we make an arrangement? So here we have to focus on the noun phrase. So what is the noun in the bracket here? Yes, umbrella is the noun. So how is the umbrella? How could be? What are the qualities of an umbrella? Yes, it is a beautiful red colored umbrella. So here you have got the qualities of that umbrella as beautiful and red. At the same time, you can go with the second sentence. We saw dash in the zoo. We saw dash in the zoo. So in the bracket, what has been given? Baby, a elephant, of couple. So children, couple means two. Okay, couple means two. So we saw a couple of baby elephants. Okay, we saw a couple of baby elephants. So these are the describing of what? The elephants. How many elephants were there? Couple of elephants. Next, third one. Our grandfather lives in a. Our grandfather lives in a big house, a stone built. Okay, children. So here, what are the quality? Now here, what is the noun? Yes, first of all, we have to focus on the noun. What is the noun here? It is house. And how is the house? Yes, it is a big stone built house. Okay, children. The quality of a house was, it was big and it was a stone built. Now last one is Ramya has a dash. Okay. Now in the brackets, nice a saree silk. So what is the noun here? Yes, it is a saree. What type of saree it was? A nice silk saree. Okay, children. So with this we have completed our grammar part, and I hope you all have understood what is a noun phrase. Thank you, children.